Welcome to CMCTV Talent. My name is Daniela Pragosa.
And I am Bosco da Costa. Today's talent comes from a family of musicians, but has an identity of his own.
Recorded live in Toronto, this is CMCTV Talent.
He comes from Wyerton, Ontario. Ever since he could stand, he has had a guitar in his hands. He's a born performer, captivating audiences with his larger-than-life presence on stage.
Coming from a family of musicians, he has music in his genes. But as already shown, he has his own identity and style.
He is Josh Ritchie.
Red morning, the seasons change the start of it all, and without a reason or warning, the light begins to fall. Purple clouds chasing away all of the gray and the hurt. My heart is loud, so bury it deep in the dirt. Was it the cold water cut through the cracks and seams? Well, I don't remember the sounds of laughter, and I don't remember the feel of dreams. I wish I could skip to the end of the story. I wish I could tell if the dark turns to light. I wish I could see what hell lies before me in this long and terrible night. I wanna know where the sunshine goes when September darks and nobody listens. Soon there'll be snow and we'll be all alone. So honey, talk to me, I'm here to listen.
Josh Ritchie on CMC TV Talent.
That's
Thank you
right.
so much for coming.
Thank you so much for having me.
And would you like to introduce your band?
No, not at all. No, I'm totally kidding. I'm totally kidding. We'll start way down over there.
Let's go.
Behind the drums, that's Mr. Beaker Granger, ailing from Meaford, Ontario.
Hello, everybody. Nice to be here. Thank you.
Thank you for being here.
That good-looking fellow with the four-string over there, that's Mr. Curtis Nee's yacht. And over here on the keys, well, that's my old man, actually. That's Mr. Robert James Ritchie on keys.
Woohoo!
Oh.
And honestly, I gotta tell, I just love your
Statement.
shoes.
Yeah?
Can I have a close-up
Thank
on
you.
the
Let's go.
shoes? Look at that. They are beautiful.
My mom bought them for me, actually.
Really?
Yes, she did. Yes, she did. Yep.
She's going to be
out,
happy
Mom.
that we noticed
Yeah.
them, right?
Oh, yeah. She'll be ecstatic.
So you come, talking about family, you come from a family of musicians.
Yes,
Your
yeah.
father, uncle, grandparents.
Yeah. And
How was it for you?
Well, honestly, like, we just didn't have video games or anything. Like, growing up as a kid, we just had musical instruments. So, like, if I wanted to procrastinate and not do my homework, it was like picking up a guitar and twinkling around on a keyboard or banging around on drums instead of, like, other things that kids do. I'm not really an outdoor cat myself. I prefer the sanctity of indoors. I was always playing stuff. It was cool because, like, we grew up on the road. Like, we were talking on the way down, like, I can fall asleep anywhere. I can fall asleep in the back of a moving van in a half-open guitar case or in a nice queen-size bed or, like, backstage while it's raining on me. Like, yeah, it was really cool growing up.
Let me just check.
surrounded
Is it
by-
true?
He slept everywhere.
Really?
Really?
And you had no video games at home, only musical instruments?
You know what we had? We had a copy of The Princess Bride
yeah,
that we'd
we
play
did.
in the green room while we were out playing, and that would occupy him for
Quite a
many
while,
show.
right?
Many a show, yeah.
I can quote that entire movie.
Well, I think that's a great option. Instead of video games, I think this is a way more healthy way of raising a kid.
Yeah, I certainly wasn't the coolest one in the classroom, that's for sure, but
Well, maybe now you are.
fingers crossed. Yeah, we'll see.
And you have lots of social activism in your lyrics.
Yeah.
Why do you think it's so important to talk about those topics?
I really think, like, I grew up on music that was, like, a little bit more old school, a little bit more from, like, the 70s and 80s, and that, like, really captured my imagination personally. I really think it's important for all artists of any medium to help drive culture in a way that's more accepting and understanding and open-minded, because, I mean, that's what art is, after all. It's just, like, a more honest, like, view of a story rather than history is written by the winner, but art is written by the people who lived it. And I think that that's just really important, and it's always, the world's not great, so there's a wealth of inspiration just waiting there for you if you just turn on the news, kind of.
And thank you for inspiring us today.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
And you are a person of color, and you grew up in rural Ontario. How
Yes.
was that experience for you, growing up as a person of color in a mostly white community?
It was interesting, actually. Like, I, because of my family being sort of well known in the music scene, I probably didn't get the worst of it.
Oh.
Probably not quite the worst of it, but there were still some times, there were some weird moments, and I went to a Catholic high school, so we got mixed up with the First Nations kids one day. One of my close friends was a Nepalese girl, and she had my report card notes, and I had her report card notes, and it was like, we don't look anything alike. Like, I don't know how you messed that up so bad, but yeah, there were...
They swapped the minorities.
Yeah, they did, like big time. But yeah, it was interesting to say the least. But it's kind of shaped who I am and as a person and artist. So.
And once you said something that was beautiful. You said your music is your legacy. How so?
Oh, I hope so. Anyways, yeah. Well, I think that anyone who writes or creates anything, it's really just to, like, leave something behind when
Express,
you
right?
die, kind of, you know. And then, like, I know so many of my favorite artists are actually, like, have passed away, and even some, like, friends in music of mine that have passed away. But we have these connections through, like, instruments and songs and anecdotes of working on stuff that, like, keep them alive and keep them close long after they're gone. So I hope that one day I can do that with some of my stuff.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Thank you.
Josh, Please,
Don't go anywhere because
after the break, there's more.
stay tuned. And welcome back to CMC TV Talent.
We have Josh Ritchie today with us, and your next song is Renaissance Man.
Tell us a little bit about this song.
Yes, this is an interesting one because I cannot spell the word Renaissance to save my life. And
But-
on every set list, it's spelled differently.
He's nailed
But-
man, though. He's nailed man. He's got man down.
Okay.
Yeah?
So on the spelling bee contest, at least you got the man
The
right.
man I've
The man
got
is
down.
perfect,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. This is an interesting one. This is
M-A-N.
yeah.
Exactly.
Could you use it in a sentence?
Yep. You are a beautiful man.
Yeah, so this is kind of like a self-portrait song to my early 20s where you're kind of a little bit self-destructive and
Yeah.
a little bit edgy, a little bit angry. And
Confused.
just how long can you keep it up before you kind of burn out? And how long can you burn the candle at both ends kind of thing? And that's sort of what this song's about, just kind of like a groovy little jam that is maybe a little too honest about my early 20s.
We can't wait to hear you.
Thank you.
So this is Renaissance Man by Josh Ritchie.
Right here on CMC TV Talent.
He's a stone cold killer with eyes like a cigarette. Complicated, but you can't dig it. Tastes so sweet, but tomorrow you'll regret. Oh, you'll regret the Renaissance man. The burning taste of brandy fills the air. Watch the flowers and thorns dance through his hair. Kinda angry, but who gives a care? Oh, well, here's a Renaissance man. Not a fighter, but boy, can he ever dance? Keep the gloves on, honey, you've got no chance. Smiles a bit sexy with eyes that scream romance. Oh, well, he's a Renaissance man. He's a charmer with a loaded gun. Quick on the draw with the silver tongue. Staying doped up cause it keeps him young. Oh, well, he's a Renaissance man. but he'll keep his looks. Start a fire for all the names he took. Oh, get him if you can. Well, I know we've been here before. You said you love him, but you keep on locking the door. Hear him screaming for a little bit more. Oh, well, he's a Renaissance man. Man.
Wow! Josh Ritchie on CMC TV Talent. That was amazing.
Amazing.
Incredible.
Thank you.
And we're going to go for a very quick commercial break, but don't go anywhere because there's more. And welcome back to CMC TV Talent. We have Josh Ritchie today with us.
Right, to perform now your third song, The Quiet. Tell us a little bit about the song, everything.
Yeah, The Quiet is not at all quiet, actually. It is
Very
sort
loud?
of about... it can get quite loud. This one is kind of about my... Like, I've got this weird, like, reverse stage fright where, like, I am totally comfortable on a stage, but, like, just being the guy in the corner freaks me out a little bit. I am much more comfortable in front of a room than just being a part of the room.
Interesting.
And that is kind of what this song's all about. It came about in COVID when, you know, everyone was just a guy in a room. And yeah, I wasn't loving it.
Let's go, let's hear it.
Let's do it.
So this is Josh Ritchie.
Right here on CMC TV Talent.
Staring into nothing, just a blank sheet on the walls, and the phone's in angry silence, as if there's anyone to call. There's water on my windowsill. He's bringing secrets to my ears, and he speaks with such a kindness. He knows my heart and all its fears. And in the quiet, I might learn the meaning of the songs that scream my name, and I might feel that feeling of a love that never changed. And at the twilight of the party, when all the fools have gone to bed, and I'm still dancing on the tables, I'm much too tired to rest my head. So now I'm running around this empty house, picking fights with all the ghosts. And there's one that's so familiar, I think I envy him the most. And in the quiet, I might learn the meaning of the songs that scream my name. And I might feel that feeling of a love that never came. And I might learn the meaning of the songs that scream my name. And I might feel that feeling of a love that never came.
Amazing!
Ritchie! Oh
Let's
my
go.
gosh! Thank you so much,
Bosco,
Josh.
this
Thank
was
you.
amazing.
It
wasn't
was amazing. It was incredible. And the show is almost over.
I'm
we
sad.
have one more song. But before you sing your very last song, would you like to share your social media so people can get in touch with you?
How can
For
your
sure.
friends connect with you? Let's go.
Yeah, Facebook and Instagram is at Josh Ritchie Music. There's a T in Ritchie, if that's confusing. My website is joshritchiemusic.com. That's where most of the updates are and like what's coming next. There should be new music, fingers crossed, coming soon. And yeah, YouTube as well, Josh Ritchie Music. Just don't be afraid to say hi.
I love that. And the last song you're performing, it was also a song you wrote during the lockdown.
Yeah. So this is Love at the End of the World, and it was one day I was just having a little late evening noodle, as I tend to do, on the guitar, and I came up with that little intro riff and played it over and over again until a song came. My brother and his girlfriend were in the living room. They were like, maybe play something different now. It's been a couple hours. And I was like, just wait. I'm making art. And yeah, that's how this song kind of came to be.
I love the story.
All right, so this is Love at the End of the World by Josh Ritchie here on CMC TV Talent.
We'll see you next week.
Hello, I'm really much too tired to drink alone. Is there anyone who wants to drive me home? Or really anywhere? It's late, but maybe do you just believe in fate? Or anything that's noble in this time of hate? Or anything that's fair? Looking for some love at the end of the world. Looking for some love at the end of the world. It's hard I remember when we used to have it large, singing to the boisterous empty bar. But I'm a poor man now. What's new? There really isn't much that we can do. We're singing to an ever quiet tune, but it makes me proud. So cheers, let's drink to all the happy times of year, and wash away the sorrow and the fear. For no tomorrows now. Looking for some love at the end of the world. Looking for some love